Hi, your Roku remote may not be broken. You may simply be using the wrong connection method. In this video, I will show you how to connect your Roku remote to your TV based on the exact type of remote you have. There are two main types of Roku remotes. A simple remote has no microphone or voice search button, uses infrared, and does not need to be paired. A voice remote has a microphone or magnifying glass button, connects wirelessly, and must be paired using either a pairing button or the home and back buttons. I will also show you the difference between pairing the remote with your Roku device and setting up the TV power and volume controls, because these are two separate processes. First, you need to identify which type of Roku remote you have. Look at the front of the remote and check for a microphone or magnifying glass button. If you do not see a voice button, use the simple remote method. If you do see a voice button, check the back of the remote or inside the battery compartment for a pairing button. For a Roku Simple IR Remote, insert a fresh matching pair of batteries. Point the remote directly at the front of the Roku player or Roku TV and make sure nothing is blocking the signal. Do not place the Roku player behind the TV or inside a cabinet. You can also try pointing the remote from different positions or angles. If it still does not respond, remove the batteries, press any two buttons on the remote, then insert fresh batteries and test it again. Remember, a simple remote does not enter pairing mode, and you should not use the home and back buttons to connect it. If your voice remote has a pairing button, turn on the TV and switch to the correct Roku input. Unplug the Roku player or Roku TV from power and wait for at least 5 seconds. Reconnect the power and wait until the Roku home screen appears. Insert or reinstall the remote batteries, then press and hold the pairing button for about 5 seconds. Release the button when the status light starts flashing. Keep the remote close to the Roku device and wait for the pairing confirmation to appear on the screen. If your voice remote does not have a pairing button, restart the Roku player or Roku TV by disconnecting it from power for at least 5 seconds, reconnect it, and wait until the Roku home screen appears. Now press and hold the back and home buttons at the same time for 5 seconds. Release them when the status light starts flashing. Keep the remote close to the Roku device until you see the pairing confirmation on the screen. You can also add the remote through the Roku settings. For this method, use another working Roku remote or the official Roku mobile app. Go to Settings, then Remotes and Devices, select Add Devices, choose Remote, and then select Continue. Put the new remote into pairing mode and follow the instructions shown on the screen. The official Roku mobile app can also work as a temporary remote while you connect the physical remote. The Roku device must already be connected to your home Wi-Fi network, and your phone must be connected to the same Wi-Fi network. The app normally cannot find a Roku device that is being set up for the first time or is not connected to Wi-Fi. If your voice remote will not enter pairing mode, start by replacing the batteries with a fresh matching pair or fully charging the remote. For a battery-powered voice remote, remove both batteries, press any two buttons, and then reinsert the batteries with the negative ends going in first. For a rechargeable voice remote, hold the pairing button for 20 seconds. If there is no pairing button, hold the home and back buttons for 20 seconds. Wait until the status light stops flashing, then charge the remote for at least 5 hours. After that, restart the Roku device and repeat the correct 5-second pairing method. If the remote feels slow, delayed, or only works at certain times, replace the batteries or fully recharge it. Restart both the remote and the Roku device. Move the remote closer to the Roku while pairing, remove any nearby obstacles, and reduce possible interference from other electronics. Once the Roku home screen appears, try pairing the remote again. For a Roku Streaming Stick remote, make sure the streaming stick is using its included USB power cable and wireless receiver where applicable. If the remote keeps disconnecting or responds slowly, move the stick away from the back of the TV. You can also use an HDMI extender to reduce interference between the TV and the Roku Streaming Stick. This can help with connection problems on stick-based models. If you are using a replacement remote, check that it is compatible with your Roku player or Roku TV. Go to Settings, then System, and select About to find the Roku device model. Not every remote works with every Roku device, especially some older Roku players and certain voice remote versions. Once the voice remote is paired, you can set up the TV power and volume buttons. Go to Settings, then Remotes and Devices, select Remotes, choose the connected voice remote, and select Setup Remote for TV control. Turn up the TV volume and make sure the TV is not muted. Point the remote directly at the TV during the setup, then follow the music test and the instructions on the screen. If the Roku player is connected through a soundbar or receiver, temporarily connect it directly to the TV while completing this setup. If the power or volume buttons still do not work, repeat the TV control setup and enter the correct TV brand again. enable HDMI CEC in the TV settings if it is required. Keep in mind that CEC may have a different name depending on the TV brand. You should also update the Roku software by going to Settings, System, System Update, and then Check Now. After the update, run the TV control setup again. Some TV models may support volume control, but not power control. For the final at-home checks, restart the Roku device one more time and repeat the correct pairing process for your remote. Test it with fresh batteries or a full charge and confirm that the remote is compatible with your Roku device. You can use the official Roku mobile app temporarily if your phone and Roku are already connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Avoid factory resetting the Roku unless official support specifically recommends it, because a factory reset removes the current setup. That's it for this video on how to connect your Roku remote to your TV. I hope this step-by-step guide helps you pair the remote, fix connection problems, and set up the TV power and volume buttons. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more useful tech tips. Have any questions? Or did one of these methods work for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.